It's a great rivalry, and it means a lot to the people in the state, which makes it a lot of fun, and people don't understand how big a game this is until they're in it and part of it. And I told our team last night that playing football for Montana is a special thing, and what makes it special is Griz Nation. And you want to pay them back, you win this game. And today, getting this victory was a payback for what all of our fans do the year round to make this a special place to coach and play. And there's 2 seasons. There's 2 seasons. The first 10 games of the season and that last one. And it means a lot to us to finish it off in the right fashion. I'm really proud of our players and our seniors.
Coach Stitt, was there a point either in the week leading up or once you got here today that you realized, like, it kind of hit you, wow, this really is big?
The week was really focused. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, our guys were really focused, and we really didn't let it seep in. And I did a better job of managing the week than I did probably at the start of the year, and focusing more on football, what I needed to do. But then as you get through the week, and I got to go to Butte on Thursday night and speak to those great people over there, and then get on the bus and get over here and see this whole spectacle. I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome. I've coached for 30 years. I never dreamed I'd coach in a rivalry like this. And there's nothing better. There's nothing better in the country than this rivalry.
Kendrick, we talked to Nate Harris on Tuesday. He was saying that a lot of the hype of the Montana State offense was something you guys might play out. He talked about this year mentality of the defense coming in this, just given the narrative surrounding Montana State's offense coming in this week.
Yeah, man. I mean, they're coming in this game. They're the #1 ranked offense in our conference, so we knew that there was going to be a challenge. But at the same time, we know we're capable as a defense, and so when we come into the week, we know what we're facing, but we also know who we are. And so when we prepare, we're preparing for us. We're not preparing for the other team. We're preparing for us to do our job and do it as well as we can to stop the other team. And so our main focus coming into the week and today and all this whole week was just do our jobs and do them well. And I think for the most part, we did that.
Kendrick, you guys seemed like you were on cruise control much of the game. Then they cut it to 9 in the 4th. Your thoughts at that point?
I was just pumped. I was like, all right, they want to make this a game, we'll put them right back out of it, you know what I mean? And we had so much trust in our offense, with Brady and Jamaal and Ellis, those running backs at offensive line that we know even if they get close, they're going to give us a chance to regroup. And I think that's what they did. And they got that late touchdown, gave our defense a chance to regroup, and we came out and we didn't give anything else up.
But you guys turned turnovers into touchdowns, 4 straight possessions. What was the key to that? What was said after each turnover that kind of got you guys going?
I mean, just a mentality to keep your foot on the gas, and just trying to get what you can. The defense is out there making really nice plays and creating opportunities for us, and those are just ones you got to capitalize on.
Brady, Jamaal, when you talk about overcoming that really slow start, I think 6 yards on the first 2 possessions. What changed from there?
I really don't think we've ever started too fast. We kind of settled into the game. Maybe we were geeked up a little bit, but we just kind of settled into ourselves. We knew we'd be okay. The defense got stopped. Chris Parker makes a really nice play on that punt, on that rugby punt. Kind of just gets us going.
And my perspective on that is that sometimes we come out slow, and but I think with the way our offense works is that we just get a feel for what they're doing, because everybody plays us differently. Nobody does anything the same. So with slow starts and not coming out as fast as we want sometimes, we really just get a feel for the defense, and it helps us out in the long run.
Jamaal, it looked like you tried a one-hand would be touchdown pass, I guess, early in the game. Didn't come up with it, and then later you made a one-handed stab on a touchdown pass. Can you talk about both of those plays and sort of how they?
Oh yeah, the first one I just didn't want to be great. If I make a drop like that, I don't want to be great. That's all I want. And then the second one, I decided to be great. So that's all I got to say about that.
They weren't very good throws either. Tremendous catch. Tremendous catch.
Brady, you looked for Josh Warner early on. Was that kind of by design?
this offense has so many playmakers, and I mean, it's really a matter of who the defense wants to take away. And I mean, Josh made a couple great plays. I mean, he's truly a great player. We so many weapons on. I mean, we're just trying to get it to whoever the defense wants to take away.
Brady, you beat Montana State and North Dakota State in your first shots at starters. Ever imagine that a few years ago at West High?
At West High, I don't think that was ever on the radar. There's been some ups and downs along the way, but it's been a great ride so far.
Kendrick, that stop on Dakota, so he was up 4th and short, and he backtracked to the left. Can you just tell us what you saw there, and then it seemed like you did a pretty good job keeping it up?
Yeah, well, that play was meant to kind of shut down the edges, and I was on the other edge where they're originally running it, and he cut back up inside, so I kind of folded back looking for him to cut up, and we kept jumping back and further and further, so I just tracked him from the backside, and I just kept my angle so I knew he couldn't get around the corner on me, and if we got over there, I'd meet him somewhere, and so I just kept that angle. When he bounced it out one more time, I knew it was just me and him, and I knew he was going to throw the stiff arm at me because that's what everybody does when they're running away from you. And so I just reached my hand out and grabbed the front of his jersey and just dragged him down, made sure I didn't reach for anything.
Kendrick, you guys didn't have to play against Dakota last year, and then I know you saw him a lot on tape, obviously, this week. But was it kind of what you expected, and his ability to keep those plays moving and extend things, basically?
Yeah, I mean, he's a mobile quarterback. And so we knew he was going to keep those plays extended. I think we had a couple opportunities to bring him down, and we didn't. And I think that was just something. I don't know what it was, but I think we did a good job for the most part. Obviously, he's a good quarterback, but I think given that, we did what we could.
Coach Stitt, how do you like where your team is heading into the postseason?
I think we're in a perfect position, and I don't think we could have asked for any more. And a couple teams take care of things here right now. We'll have achieved all of our goals of the preseason, and the things that we had to go through made us what we are right now. And it wasn't easy. And we've been through a lot of ups and downs and adversity as a team, individually, all those things. And I told our guys, this is what's going to get us through that stretch at the end. And we couldn't be playing better football. We are playing championship football right now.
Hey Coach, could you talk about that roughing the kicker call by Montana State and how pivotal that was for the rest of the game?
It was big. We finally got a flag, and we were feeling like we're on the short end of the stick, with all these flags, and finally got one, and that enabled us to extend that drive. And it's a 17-play drive, and that was huge. That was huge for us to stick that in, because you keep their defense out there for 17 plays, and it's tough to recover.
Quite a few flags, personal fouls, a lot in the game overall. Do you think that was just sort of the atmosphere and guys kind of letting their emotions get away from them?
Yeah, and a lot of it is getting caught second, So it's one of those deals. That's football, and what our kids had, what I told our kids is, you got to calm down, because we're playing next week. They're not.
Coach, I've got a question here. I know in both schools they really emphasized good sportsmanship from all the students, especially in the student section. Yet at the end of the game, there was stomping on the logo. Was that intentional, or was that just a case of people sort of getting a little out of control, maybe letting the rivalry speak for them?
No, I don't know. I didn't stomp on the logo. I don't know anything about that.
Kendrick, Coach touched on some of the struggles and some of the ups and downs you guys have gone through this year. To be where you're at now with potential to be on the playoffs, how surreal is it, and how different and how much change has occurred just in this one season?
It's crazy. I mean, you guys saw we started against NDSU. It was big time. It was crazy, and then we kind of had a little fallback after that. But I'm just so proud of our whole team. Everybody, no matter what we've been through, and we've all been through a lot this year with certain situations, different things happening, and just being able to come out and be a family and be a team every time we step on that field is amazing to me. And it's not surreal because I know how we are, you know what I mean? It's not surreal to me because this is our team, this has been our team, and we're going to continue to be our team for as long as we're playing. And hopefully that'll be 5 more games.
How about a comment about your quarterback and also about your running game?
Well, it's great to have him back. I'll tell you that right now. Our run game got so much better through the 6-7 weeks that Brady was gone, and then you put it together, and it's pretty dynamic and explosive. And when the season started, we had to lean on Brady a lot with the passing game, and our offensive line was not ready. And Coach Germer has continued to bring those guys along, and then we had to lean on. We went 4-2 with our backup and our third string quarterback, you know, and that was a great stretch from those guys trying to find a way, and we leaned on our running game. Then all of a sudden you got the run game, and you've got the quarterback that can run the stuff that we want to run. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to game plan now. You know, that last drive, that last touchdown drive, we had 4 checks that were unbelievable. That's what makes this offense go.
Brady, winning this game as a Montana native is pretty special, given especially that the last guy to do it is the guy coaching you up now. Can you talk about that just a little bit?
Let me just say it's great to have Andrew Sell as a coach. He brings so much to this program, and it's great having a guy who's truly been here and been through everything. You know, just coaching you up, and I mean he's a tremendous influence on my life, and we couldn't be happier to have him.
Coach, you heard anything from Derek Crittenden today?
You know, he texted me this morning, said he went to an interview on Friday, and he'd let us know what was going on today. And I just texted him back, we're all behind you here. We're going to take, and he said, take care of business. And I said, you take care of business. We'll get this thing done here.
Good.